Israel has been attacked again, and this time the attack was not carried out by any terrorist outfit, but by Iran. On April 13, 2024, more than 300 rockets and drones were launched at Israel, and Iran claimed responsibility for it. These attacks are quite interesting for three reasons. Firstly, 99% of the rockets were intercepted. Secondly, Israel will not suffer any damage from this, but will benefit in billions of dollars. And thirdly, Iran knew that these rockets would fail, yet they chose to launch the attacks. So, what is happening? Why did Iran carry out this attack? Today we will try to understand some possible reasons. It may be hard to believe, but there was a time when Iran and Israel were friends. Most of the oil used to come to Israel from Iran, and Iran used to buy weapons from Israel. But what happened that soured the relations between the two countries? Is this event the beginning of World War III, or is it something else? World War III has already begun, we just refuse to acknowledge it. Let's try to understand in this video. On April 1st, Israel attacked Iran's consulate in Damascus. In this attack, an Iranian general and 6 others were killed. After this attack, Iran vowed to teach Israel a lesson directly. This was named Operation True Promise. After this attack, Iran directly threatened America and told them that they will retaliate against this. This news was not supposed to be leaked, but America supports Israel, and the news got out. Israel was ready with its missiles. On April 13th, sirens were blaring across the country, and there was a rain of missiles and drones in the sky. Iran launched a total of 331 missiles and drones at Israel. Out of these, 185 drones, 103 ballistic missiles, and 36 cruise missiles were shot down, but 7 missiles hit Israeli soil. How did Israel manage to cope with this attack? This was possible due to the help of 2 defense systems, Iron Dome and Arrow systems. Iron Dome, developed in 2011, is a radar unit that detects missiles in the air and sends this information to the control unit. The control unit then tracks the path of the missile. And if it is going to hit a civilian area, another defense missile is fired from the firing unit. This missile eliminates the threat in the sky. The Arrow weapon system, developed to intercept long-range ballistic missiles, has the capability to intercept and stop rockets outside the atmosphere. Apart from Iron Dome and Arrow, Israel also has David's Sling, Patriot, and Iron Beam systems. Iron Beam can stop missiles using lasers. Israel's air defense system is one of the best in the world, and Iran knows this. Iran knew that the attack on Israel would fail, as their defense system would intercept all the rockets and drones. So there was no need to carry out this attack. In our research, we have found 4 core reasons which we will explain to you one by one. The first reason is retaliation. Iran has been in conflict with various countries for years. Just as Israel had carried out an airstrike on their general in 2020, America had also done the same, using a drone to kill Qasem Soleimani. After this, Iran did not sit quietly. After the Hamas attack on October 7th, Iran has attacked US forces 150 times. Iran knew that an attack on Israel would fail. This means their political leaders knew, yet people there are celebrating this attack, setting off fireworks. Rallies are being held because for them, this is not a failure. Every time, they have retaliated. Iran wants to highlight a past attack by Israel. In the attack on October 7th, Israel lost 1,200 lives, and for no reason, 33,000 people in Gaza lost their lives because of Israel. Attacking Israel seems like retaliation for all these reasons, and that's why these people are celebrating. Another reason is the axis of resistance. This attack on Israel was Iran's first direct attack, but that doesn't mean Iran has never taken any action against Israel's agencies. Iran fights a war with Israel through proxies. In Gaza, Hamas in Lebanon, Hezbollah in Yemen, the Houthis in Syria and Iraq, some Shia groups take orders from Iran. This network is called the Axis of Resistance. Have you ever thought where Hamas gets so much money and so many weapons to fight Israel? In the conflict between Iran and Israel, one thing is quite special. Iran never directly attacks Israel, but quietly attacks through proxies. This is the first attack for which Iran has openly taken responsibility. Usually, Iran uses its network to attack Israel. The third reason is a warning for America. No one wants the war to escalate in the Middle East after this attack. Russia issued a warning after the attack. Iran has repeatedly called Israel the Little Satan and America the Great Satan. Russia has always supported Iran. This attack and its future retaliation could turn Iran and Russia into allies. If America attacks, Russia will also get involved, which is what Iran wants. And the fourth and most important reason is the leadership of the Muslim world. You may find it hard to believe, but before 1979, Iran and Israel were very good friends. At that time, Iran looked different. The Shah of Iran was the king. He brought some important reforms to Iran's system. There was freedom for women here. Wearing a hijab in public was banned, and they were encouraged to get an education. He prevented religious leaders from entering politics. America fully supported this Iranian government. Iran was liked because of its strong oil supply and open attitude, but in 1979 there was an Islamic revolution in Iran, and after that Khomeini became Iran's first supreme leader. Iran is a Shia Muslim dominant country, while Saudi Arabia is Sunni dominant. Iran wants to become the leader of the entire Muslim world. In the last 6 months, what Israel is doing in the Gaza Strip has been noticed by every Muslim country, but no one has taken any action. This was an opportunity for Iran to show the difference it wanted to show, and it got that opportunity. Even though missiles were aimed at Israel, the target was Saudi's position. What do you think could be Iran's real reason among these? Or could there be some other reason? Do let us know in the comments. In the beginning of the video, we mentioned that this would not cause Israel any harm, but rather benefit them. Why? Because Israel's air defense system is the best in the world. However, in the attacks of October 7th, this system had failed, resulting in the loss of 1,200 lives. But now, Israel's Arrow 3 system has intercepted 98% of Iran's attacks, showcasing its capabilities to the world. Germany has signed a €4 billion deal with Israel to protect itself from future attacks by Russia. This system will reach Germany by 2025. However, this incident immediately proved Israel's capabilities once again. Another benefit for Israel is that it has immediately proven that Iran can also directly attack. Experts believe that this is an opportunity for Israel and America to destroy Iran's nuclear program. In July 2015, the Iran nuclear agreement was made, in which Iran promised to use nuclear power only for peaceful purposes and not to make weapons. In return, Western countries lifted many sanctions on Iran. However, in 2018, America backed off from this deal, and in 2020, Iran also declared that it would not follow some restrictions of this deal. This year's January timetable explained that Iran is very close to making nuclear weapons. If Iran wishes, it can make 5 fission weapons in just 3 weeks. And this information is 4 months old. This means that Iran may have nuclear weapons at this time as well. After the Islamic Revolution, Iran and Israel became a significant threat to each other. Israel was looking for an opportunity to attack these nuclear plants and eliminate their nuclear weapons if they were there. Let me tell you something about Israel. Israel bases its defense strategy on a philosophy, and that philosophy is deterrence. That is, show your enemies. Demonstrate how well Israel can stop their attacks. This strategy of deterrence failed in October, and the whole world received the message that even Iron Dome has flaws. Now, the success of this defense has given Israel a second chance to prove its defense. The conversation immediately shifted from Gaza Strip. What does Israel do after this? Does it take any action or de-escalate? Only time will tell. But the conclusion is that a shadow war has begun between Israel and Iran. Just as an old war was going on between America and the USSR, a shadow war has been going on between Israel and Iran for the last 50 years, where attacks were happening silently. Today, Iran and Israel have ended this shadow war due to attacks on each other. Now, both countries are facing each other. While shooting this video today, an important meeting of the UNSC was going on, where both sides blamed each other. Israel wants the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps of Iran to be declared a terror outfit. Iran says that when Israel targeted Iran's diplomatic mission in Syria, the UNSC did nothing, so we had to take action. What do you think? Whose argument is right here? Do let us know in the comments. Today, we live in a world where a world war seems like a very unlikely scenario. But both Israel and Iran have a high chance of having nuclear weapons. So the war between these two countries also brought a value, something new to learn. So share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because explaining all the things in the world in an easy language, I really like it. Thank you very much.